Don Dames.
Don, what did you bring with you today?
I brought a 1970 Nova, all original except for the paint.
Okay. Give me some brief details about it.
When I first got the car, it was so pristine, other than just needing cleaning up and really fine detail. I didn't have the heart to cannibalize it, to drop a V8 in it or anything. And so I left it all alone. Over the years, I've gone to a lot of shows, concours shows. I've got 8 Gold Spinner Awards and over 285 trophies. So I know how to detail. And then back in the 1970s, when I got out of the Army, I had a 71 Demon that I had as a show car. It was a street-driven car that I took to cars at the amphitheater, McCormick Place. So, and I won trophies there too. So I know how to detail and what they're looking for, and it's just that little fine detail that a lot of people overlook when they have a car that...
Right, and that's why we wanted to do a segment with you. If, you know, when you're showing a car and these people, or the guys are coming in, or girls coming into the show circuit, what are the judges, what can't they see for you to actually compete on the circuit?
Like when I first got the car, you know, it took me...
Or to win on the circuit, rather.
This window, when I first saw it, it was real, you know, kind of dirty, and it was real crusty in here, and it pitted a little bit. So I spent like 3 hours just doing this window. So, and it was just one night. I went in the garage, I did both windows, and that was it. So if you take a car and just detail it slowly, it's not that bad. And it's a buddy of mine taught me a neat trick is to get 2 rolls of aluminum foil, a large roll and a small roll and a large roll. Go underneath the hood and pick apart a bracket or something and wrap everything around it in foil. Go in there and clean that part and just spray it. Walk away from it, let the paint dry on the foil, come back, you pull it off, and there you got a beautiful looking piece of bracket. So when you know, a lot of guys, they look at the engine parts, oh my God, it'd take me a year, I have to pull the engine again.
No.
This engine was never pulled out of the car. And yet, it looks, you know, like it was, you know.
Right.
It was just taking time, detailing it, and I'll pop this up. So that, you know, each part was done individually. So when I did it, I spent time on the radiator cap, just did the cap and the other, the relays. So all this is all original. So it was just taking time and going through everything step by step and little by little. In no time at all, you got a car that looks really pristine.
Right.
Over the years, I've had a lot of concours shows where the judges told me, oh, take the weather stripping and replace the weather stripping. It's too original of a car, so right. I never did that. And because I never did that, I just had the car appraised. My car appraised double than what a restored car would have been. Because the originality of it, and everything is still original on the car, the final top, even though it was painted, when on the back side, where the chrome on the bottom quarter panel comes down,
yeah.
When they painted it, I told them, I don't want this removed. Because a lot of the body shops will remove that and lift the vinyl up to paint. So they left it down, they painted it, they took out the 3 dents that were in the car, and then just shot it. All the flaws in the paint are still in it, such like as in here, people will walk by and they'll point, you know, look, why it's kind of sloppy looking. That's how it was done at the factory.
Right.
So on the front fender on the driver's side, from the factory, when the fender was made, it had a roller mark in the top of the fender that looked like little mountains. The glide, when the roller, it kept on going across. So when he redid the fender, I said, don't sand the fender down, just reshoot it, and so you could still see those little flaws in it. So,
yeah, as much as you want to, you know, have it perfect for the judges, you want to keep the originality.
Keep the originality of it. And over the years, different judges will tell you different things. I had somebody tell me, a judge, that the panel, kick panels by the underneath the dashboard, they're kind of discolored. He says, you should take those out and repaint them. I says, why?
You're killing the originality.
Then you ruin the originality of the original car.
What would you say is the top 5 things that you need to watch for when you're showing?
Windows, inside and out, because there's nothing worse looking than a car with streaky windows.
Right.
And if you go to an indoor show, that's highlighted 1,000 times more.
Right.
So you need to keep those windows spotless all the time, because a clean window, like mine, it's, looks really good. So.
Right. And what do you use?
I got a new product I just tried. I don't like McGuire's stuff, but they come out with the new glass cleaner, and I like it. But usually on my car and body and the vinyl and everything, I use Wizards. So
Paper towels or newspaper?
no, microfibers. There's special microfiber towels just for windows. And then last year I had the tires reproduced to be double white walls, just like the spare tire, because the spare tire is still the original tire that's been in there, and it's never been on the ground.
Okay.
So it still has the markings on it from the factory.
What else you got besides the windows?
Just go over the car. One thing that I learned, and a lot of guys still use them, is
California dusters?
well, they use the California dusters. And the problem with California dusters are they have oil on them. And so when you go to dust a car, and if you've got a piece of sand, a little speck of sand on it, on a California duster, it's going to stay on there. Even if you try doing this, it's because the oil holds it. And then you go to dust your car off.
Yeah.
So my buddy has got a competition hot rod. He told me about these. These are from IKEA, under $5. You dust your car off, you get done dusting the car off, and you just spin it like that. And it cleans it, and you're ready to go. These are 100% wool.
Nice.
Now, you can see the color difference. This one's for the body. This is for the trunk and under the hood. So when this one gets dirty, I'll get a new one and then get rid of this one. And then, so you just buy new ones and just replace them.
Good idea.
So it's a good idea to just, watch what you do. Keep putting protectant on your seals to keep them in good shape because of the originality. And that's about it. Just watch oil leaks. Take care of them right away. Don't let them get real bad. And have fun doing it.
Well, it kept you going for more trophies, so.
Well, my wife told me I can't get any more trophies because there's no room for them in the house anymore.
It's all right.
So.
Another one won't hurt. Thank you so much for your time.
Well, thank you.
Hopefully the video on US Classic Muscle Cars will help a future car shower.
Yeah.
So.
I had a friend of mine that had a 72 Nova, and it was a street car. And so we started talking and we started going to a couple of shows, and I guilted him into start doing little stuff. Well, then he detailed the engine, and then he had this redone and that redone. Now he goes
trophies.
He gets trophies all the time. Everybody's like, "Whoa," So he's proud of it now. Before he was proud of it before too, but he never got trophies.
Yeah.
So it's just that next step of.
Live from US Classic Muscle Cars.